So really having the difference between having a have and a have not mentality is as simple as this. So let's say you have a job, right? You get paid every week. You're like, yeah, I get money every week. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I get my money and shit. Yada yada. I ain't got no issues. I can pay my bills. You know what I'm saying? Take my bitch out, whatever. You know what I mean? All that shit. You know. And yeah, you know. So next thing you know, you lose your job, right? And it's like, oh shit, you go into a state of mind. The average person will go into a state of mind like, oh shit, damn, how am I gonna get paid? I don't got no money now, and I'm broke. I'm gonna be broke. I gotta pay rent, and you go into panic mode. See, you have and have not. Now, a lot of people look at that and be like, well, I'm just being realistic, and I'm looking, at reality. I live in reality. What are you talking? Like, yeah, I'm gonna think these thoughts. I get it, right? You want to be realistic or whatever. And this world, I hate to sound cliche, but this shit is like an illusion. So you have to be delusional. Everybody, if you haven't noticed, like, look at successful people, man. If you haven't noticed, but successful people are very delusional. The self confidence they have is ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like, even the most humble, successful people have a healthy amount of delusion, because really, when they say this world is an illusion, it really is. If you take a rich person and they go broke, they're gonna get that money back, because why? The mind state. So they have a haves mind state and not a have not. If you lose your girl, and then like a lot of guys, right? Because they have no game, they get with a chick they get with a woman on the woman's terms, right? They don't have any terms. They don't have a program, right? So they luck up, they get a chick. This is like the finest chick they ever got in their life, right? So they get into a relationship with them, and then later down the line, because the woman, for whatever reason, the woman didn't respect you, she cheated on you, and then she broke up with you, and she broke your heart and all that shit. So what the guy does is he goes from a mind state of, now granted, he was always in a have not mentality, because a guy can be in a relationship, or whatever, woman or a man, it doesn't matter either way. A person can get into a relationship and still have a have not mentality. That's where insecurities come from and shit like that. So, but yeah, anyway, my point is, look at a pimp. If a pimp loses a hoe, right, he's like, I'm gonna just get another hoe. He don't cry. He stays in a winner's mentality. He stays in a haves mentality. So if you lose your job, if you lose some money, right? Let's say you get a lot of money and then you lose it. You spend it quick or whatever, you lose your job. The best option is to stay in a winner's mentality, a haves mentality. Like, all right, cool, you know what? I took that loss, but you know what? I always get money. Money always comes to me. Like, kind of affirmations. You see what I'm saying? So without trying to make this complicated, just stay basically in a positive mindset, because positivity trumps everything, really. So, you just want to stay in that mentality. A lot of people shoot themselves in the foot, right? A lot of people put a stranglehold on success because they have a have-nots mentality. They don't have what they want, so they're like, "How am I going to get this?" And they're so worried about the how. Don't worry about the how. You could have been born a grasshopper and not had an opportunity to do any of this shit. So kind of, consider yourself lucky that you're able to watch this and understand what I'm talking about. All right. So yeah, my point is, just have a haves mentality. Now I keep repeating that so you can think about it. Haves versus have-nots. Which one are you? That's the decision you gotta make, right? So that's it. That's all. So tap in.